Hey guys, I thought I'd just show you this new little motherboard I've picked up. So I'm going to be building a new PC here that's designed for streaming from the lab and so on. And I haven't built a PC in a long time. And I saw these new Ryzen processors, and I thought, ooh, maybe they're not so new to some people, but they look quite powerful. So I thought I'd have a quick look here at some of the things which interested me about this motherboard and some of the tricks that they've done. So obviously you've got 4 RAM slots here, a couple of SATA slots here, and one of the nice things, it's been 10 years since I built a PC, is how well this is labeled. I mean, they've really gone to an effort to make it sort of easy to use. And so you can see here, for instance, apparently this board is ultra durable. I suspect that's probably just down to using thicker copper, for instance. What have we got over here? Some kind of processor by here. What's this? Is this going to focus for me? No? Okay. I have no idea what that is. Good grief. Okay, I suspect that's probably a power controller, a PMIC of some kind. Moving over here, we've got, I know this part up here. This is the Realtek chip, which means it's audio. And the crazy thing is, it actually tells me that this section's audio as well. Look at this. I saw it somewhere on the board. Where was it? Oh, look. Right by there. Pardon my sausage fingers here. Audio. Look at that. It actually tells me. And you can see the traces running across here. That's something. I wonder what that is. Can we zoom in a little bit more on that? Let's see if I can switch the light on here. Hold on. Be right back. Alright, let's keep on going here. So this is Realtek IC. Looks like that's a standard codec. And there's another one here. So ALC887, I recognize this as an audio codec, and it looks like most of these traces are connected for the front panel audio. There's SpeedifIO here as well. That's quite nice. And there's LED control, so you can have an RGB, which is a bit nuts, to be honest with you. So we're looking there. There's the codec. I suspect this is also a codec. LAU1 could be left audio 1, for instance, and you see the traces coming across here to the output connector there. Wonder what those 6 pins there are. That would be quite interesting to have another look at. You got your USBs and all that kind of fun stuff there. Those little chips down there. So you see, I don't have a pen or a pointer here. I wish I did now. You see those resistors behind those little chips. Those chips are typically diodes, which are used, TVS diodes. Down the side, there's your keyboard and mouse and USB. I'm not sure what they are down there. Probably most of this is all power. And what I find interesting about looking at boards like this is that typically the chips they use are pretty cheap. So, if you can find these on AliExpress, you can use them in your own designs for other things. That's going to be interesting. We'll have a look at what that is as well. And what I'll try and do is when I make this videos, I'm actually going to add some annotations to highlight what these chips are. Coupon 1, Coupon 2, I wonder what the coupons are. CPU fan. Nuvoton, hello, what are you? Nuvoton is typically a microcontroller company, or they also do some audio codecs as well. Something tells me that's a microcontroller to control the CPU fan and so on. We're back down here to our RAM chips. More of these 4C10Ns. I would love to know what they are. 4C10N again. Probably some kind of FET there. Come across here. More Nuvoton parts. Wow, Nuvoton really are getting a lot of sockets in this system. A small array. Again, it's worth looking at these because this motherboard is about $100 or so, maybe a little more than that. So it's worth seeing what they're all used for. All these parts are used for. LM358. Ooh, good grief. It's Titanic call. They want their semiconductors back. Back to the SSN. W1P. I think I've got a bunch of those already. Actually, I think those are PNP or NPN transistors. Clearing the CMOS. I'm not sure what's under there, actually. That's interesting. I'll have to look at that. There's a crystal by here. 25K crystal. That's not pretty standard for much. USB 3 connector. Here's this ITE connection again. I suspect this is for a what do you call these? PCI or PCI Express. And I think there's a TI part by there. We'll have a look at what that is in just a moment. COM port. That's a serial TPM temperature maybe. Management, audio for the front panel, chemicons. Alright, What's that? That's a system. I bet that's an Nuvoton again. Look at that. Nuvoton are picking up chip after chip after chip in this system. Really interesting to see. And we're back here to thermal and power management. And there's the AM4 package. Alright, let's have a look at what these chips are, and we'll edit the video to include it. Cool stuff, guys. Alright, and before we dive much deeper into it, I wanted to have a look at this as well. This is the user's guide, which actually gives us a picture of the board itself as well. So we've got a codec. This other Realtek chip, I think that's this little guy by here, is actually the Gigabyte Ethernet LAN. Well, that is interesting. I wonder why they put that there and just not behind the LAN chip. Alright.